Hi, my friend. It's Pat Sloan here. Friday. Such a lovely day. I went before the video, went for a walk, and got myself a Starbucks. And thank you for those of you who have given me cards. Mwah. This one's on you and you and you and you. Okay, what do we have? We have Beautiful Morning. We have the Birdsong Tour, the Fabric Tour. We have the next 2 stops for day number 5. And after that, there's just one more day. And we're going to talk about the sort of topic of the day. Every day there's lots of things to celebrate, and today we're going to celebrate giving something away. So we're going to do that towards the end. So first, let's do the Birdsong Tour. Yes! Okay, so today are 2 of my favorite people, longtime friends. First up, we're going to go visit the Fat Quarter Shop with Kimberly Jolly and her amazing team. Now, for those of you who don't know, I work with the Fat Quarter Shop to show you things that they have, because I work with them in what's called an affiliate program. And so it's just like when you buy at Amazon and I get a percentage, a small percentage, very small percentage of the sales. The same thing with the Fat Quarter Shop. They also support my sew-alongs by helping to provide kits for them, and they will help me with a project if I am in dire need, which earlier this year I did need a little bit of help because all the people that helped me were sick and not able to help. So they are great friends, not just business friends, but personal friends. Just so wonderful. They have done 2 kits for Birdsong, and you are looking at one of them. It's a beautiful morning. This is something that their staff sewed, because many of the people at the Fat Quarter Shop also sew. And you'll find that in a lot of the industry. There are a lot of people on the staff at the fabric companies that sew, like Benartex has quite a few people that sew. The book publishers, most of them, every time I've worked with the book publishers, most of them sew. Maybe not the people in the shipping department, but you never know. I think at Kimberly's, there's a lot of people in her shipping department that do sew, and she's had them on her live streams on her YouTube channel. So anyway, this was made by somebody on her staff. One of her staff did it, and they did such an excellent job, and I borrowed their full quilt for the Beautiful Morning. So you're going to go visit on the Birdsong Tour the Fat Quarter Shop today, and you can enter to win a layer cake of my fabric. And if you are non-US, then if you are the winner, you'll get one of my thread kits. So those are the prizes that we're giving away. At every single stop is a layer cake so that you can enter. All right, so after you visit the Fat Quarter Shop's blog today, you'll go over to my friend Roseanne Kermis of Rosebud's Cottage. Roseanne and I met at the trade show when she came bubbling into my booth very early on. I may have been at my 3rd trade show, something like that. She introduced herself, said that she had big fans in her shop of my work, which was just really awesome, because I was so new. To have people know who I was really wonderful. And since then, we have become friends. We've worked on a lot of projects. And if you listen to my 10 years of podcasts that I did for American Patchwork and Quilting Magazine, Roseanne was one of my frequent guests. We have a really good rapport, and when we get on, we would usually talk about, some sort of couple of topics, and it was always tons of fun. And so Roseanne is also the person that I sent a quilt to this earlier this year, a surprise. So she didn't even know I was doing that for her, and so that was super fun. Because we quilters, we don't always get gifted a quilt, so that's always fun to do. You're going to go over there. Roseanne does a lot of handwork. She loves handwork. She was actually did a project for one of my books one time, and she hand blanket stitched everything because that's what she likes to do. So you're going to really enjoy seeing what she does with my Birdsong fabric. And then yesterday, Annie's post didn't go up till a little later in the morning. So if you were only going in the morning to look at things, be sure you go back and look at By Annie's, because she did a ton of projects with my fabric in all of her different bags. And so here is one of them with the panel. Look at that. That is the best project bag. They're like those ones that have like a handle and a clear side. This was the back side she put the panel on. So cute. Okay, what we're going to do is talk about the Beautiful Morning. You now have both blocks in progress. One of the nice things is there's really very little touching. When you're sewing these together, there's just the intersections of the blocks. Along the sides, there really are no things to match up. So it's so nice. And remember, the pattern comes in 3 sizes. So if you bought the kit and you like doing it in this size, you now have the pattern. You could do a bigger or a smaller one. And behind there, you can see I have the one that I did for the sew along, which I did a little bit smaller version. I took this top corner and I went 1, 2, 3 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just did that section, and I'm going to add a border, and that's what we're going to talk about today, is what border fabric. And I'm going through practically all of the options for birdsong to see, you know, which one will look best. And you get to vote. And then next week I will put the border on and you'll get to see it. And then that'll be a wrap up. So first, let me switch you over to showing you the fabrics here, because I'm putting them up as in the blue and then in this pink. And then we'll have the green after that. So let's take a look. Let's try the blue options first. I've put all of them up there. Remember, this is a small quilt. So that means the more busy prints like this one and this one here, they may be a bit out of scale for the size of the piece, but then again, you may like that look. The little dot, which is a really great print, and it's used in here, you see it here, and it reads a bit solid from a distance. Now that blue has enough pattern on it that it does not read solid. And then the very light one, it's like the print with a lighter background, that's also pretty nice. It keeps, actually would keep the whole thing really light. So like cover up your hand so you see that. It would make the whole quilt look super, super light if you did something like this. Now there will be an inner border, but I'm not sticking it up there. I have the blue stripe. So that will be an option I'll use for the inner border. Now what I want to do is switch all these out and try the pink versions and see what looks like pink, because I am going to put a border on the little bluebird, which will be blue. So I might want to go with something that's not blue for Beautiful Morning. Here we are with the pink options. And once again, I have the small print, which, let me just show you. So you see that's the small print, but from a distance that one definitely reads solid, just like it does when it's in the blue. So here is the largest print that has the big bird in it, and then some of the others which have varying degrees. So this is a sort of a medium scale, and actually all of them look pretty darn good with the pink. It will have an inner border of the stripe, depending on whether I do, which colors I do will depend on that, so I'm not worried about that yet. I'm just kind of looking at the borders. So you saw the blue, and here's the pink with all the different options. This is a small quilt, and so whatever I do, it, you know, I don't want to, like I know somebody will say, well, make it scrappy, but I just don't think this size quilt will look as good scrappy as it will just with one fabric. So I do have the green, and we're going to take a look at that next. So to do the green, I'm going to take down these pink ones. So it's very interesting. I don't know what your thoughts are as you've seen all these now, because there are medium scale prints, there are the larger scale. They're also quite light, so a lot of the borders are very light options, and then a few of them are a bit darker, like on the blue. This shade of blue is, you know, quite a bit darker. And because I'm also doing the Hello Birdie, which is blue, personally, I'm leaning away from blue because I know I will put blue on the Hello Birdie. So I wanted to see them though, because you might not be doing the Hello Birdie in my fabric, which, what, you're not? But hey, you know, I understand. I don't really, but I'll pretend I do. Okay. So now we have the green fabric. And there are 2 shades of green. There is the this one that's a little bit darker, and then the very light one, which is in the middle. I'm not going to show the light one. I'm just going to go audition the darker one, and we'll see how that looks. Okay, let's put it up here. And just sort of, what I'm putting a little gap because there will be that inner border. So I'm just sort of shifting it off, and I think the border is going to be pretty wide, maybe not quite that wide, but there's the green, and I like that too. So I'm leaning to, just to help you if you need it, I'm leaning to either one of the pinks or the green, and staying away from the blue. But I wanted to show you the blue because if you're doing it in just this size, you might want the blue options. So what you're going to do is you're going to tell me in the comments here which one. You could just say top right, bottom left, you know, from the picture, you know, from looking at the screen. So that is where we're going to go. I'm undecided. I haven't really decided. I'm going to take a photograph of them because this is a perfect way for you also to work. You put it up here, but also take a photograph and look at it because that lets you pull away and gives you some distance from it, and you can see everything. And so I'll probably flip through them and maybe hold my finger over some of the colors and then audition some more. Now, one of the other things is you could do a really skinny border or a really wide border or something in between. So that's something to think about as well. But for today, let's just pick, and I'll tell you what size I end up with. It's probably going to be like a 5-inch border, I think. That's probably just a little bit less than that one. Okay, there you go. Let's do mail call. Mail call, mail call. I have some really cute, sweet things today. First is from Sharon in Alabama. Look at this card. Look. That looks like me. Yep, balancing on the computer. On the computer since I was 17 years old. Yes, it's been a while. She sent me this super cute fabric edge, the selvage, which has a saying. What does it say? You are kind and good. You have a grit and grace. You are my hero. Farm girls unite. So it's a farm girl line called from Poppy Cotton. That's the name of the company. Look how cute that is, though. All the little things. Do you see the boot? Is the boot on here? Look at that boot. I need some rain boots. Oh my goodness. Look at the cow and the pig and the chicken. Look. So cute. Thank you, Sharon. All right, then we have two other makes, which are very cool. Very, very cool. So the first, let me see, is from... I don't have the first name. Janie, Meme. She goes by Meme, and she is from Ohio. So here's her pretty, pretty card. And she does these and sells them in the coffee shops around town. So these are cozies to put your drink in. Let's see if I can get it open. Yes. And I'll put it on my drink. So look at that. And she actually uses sort of insulated material inside. Isn't that well done? And then your drink will stay warm or cold. So here you go. Red, red, everything red. Isn't that cute? Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Janie. All right. Then the other one is, okay, this is from Valeria, and she is from California. And this is another make. She makes these little card holders. Isn't that sweet? And she did it out of my Morrison Park. How awesome is that? Use some of the other fabrics, and then she put in a Starbucks card. Thank you. And look, a little charm. What's the charm say? It says kindness. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, everybody. Mwah. Okay, we're going to do our today on the calendar is give something away day. And maybe you're going to give away a compliment to somebody, give away some flowers, give away something you're not using to a charity group, give away a plant that you've dug up to somebody who wants a plant. Go on your community group and see. So you're going to give something away. What I'm going to do is show you that I have 4 of these that I have just not put anything away yet. And I haven't shown them because I've been derelict, just terribly derelict in this area. But I am going to give one of them away. Just this one. So today on my website, if you want to leave a comment, and you are going to love these fall colors, super, super pretty. So nice. I'll show you real quick. if you can see. They're just beautiful. Let me push the camera so we have some room. Go down here. But I get these in and they just have stacked on the side because I don't know why. I've been bad. I didn't put them away. I didn't show you, I didn't put them away, but we're going to show the brown one here, these beautiful browns, and somebody will win these. It's like, looks like a alligator skin. There's some gorgeous tones. Small prints are just wonderful. Look at this. I like the red in there. And then the tiny little gingham. These are so useful. There's a gorgeous, gorgeous paisley, a medium scale floral, and some brown, like that tiny, nice little print. Here's a pop of green. There's acorns. Look at the sweet acorns. And then this looks like it's from the same line. So it's got the leaves, very fall looking. So this will be excellent for the fall. There's another tonal, couple more. Another one with that little bit of red in it. That's so nice. Look how light that looks though. It's really interesting. And a plaid and a light brown. Oh, that's really pretty. Very, very pretty. So today, go over to my blog. If you get my email, of course you'll be getting my email. So if you don't get my email, you should sign up. Why aren't you getting it? Sign up. And there'll be a question there to answer at my blog. So go over there and answer it, and then this bundle will go off to one of you in a few days. This is the brown colorway, which is so pretty, so cozy, ready for fall. And you will work on your beautiful morning, and if you're doing the kit, there is your whole quilt, what it'll look like, easy to put together. So if you got all your blocks done, you're good to go. And then go and visit both Kimberly Jolly and her team at the Fat Quarter Shop's blog and Roseanne Kermis today at Rosebud's Cottage. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.